Newcastle Council tree removal regulations. In this very short video, we're going to go through the do's and don'ts as far as tree removal in Newcastle. Newcastle Council have outlined in their tree preservation order when you can and cannot remove a tree, and in which cases that you will need council approval. So let's have a quick look. Okay, first up, can you remove a tree without a council permit? Yes, you can. There are a few circumstances in which you can. The first one, which is a big one, if the tree is located within 3 meters of your house, a carport, pergola, fences, that type thing, measured from the closest point of the trunk to the footings or foundations of the building or the pool or whatever it is, you can remove it without council approval. I would be wary with, they did mention fences and pergolas. Most other councils do stipulate it needs to be something more like a house, something more substantial than just a fence. But yeah, look, I would double check with council in that case, especially if it's definitely a big old tree. But look, this is what they say in the tree preservation order. Next up is the circumference at breast height of the trunk. So if it's more than 45 centimeters, so just over a foot or 450 millimeters for a single trunk tree. So as long as it's smaller than that, you can remove it without council approval. If it's a multi-trunk tree, then each trunk needs to be smaller than 300 millimeters or 30 centimeters. If the tree's dead, you do not need council approval to remove it. And of course, if it is considered a noxious weed under the Noxious Weed Act of 1993, you can remove it without council approval. Pruning, can trees be pruned without council approval? They can. Wouldn't prune any more than 10% every 12 months. Obviously, removal of dead branches and dead wood, and if you're clearing the tree away from service lines or power lines, that will be fine, and roof and building clearance shouldn't be an issue also. Now, the government does stipulate what's called an exemption list. So this list of trees, it doesn't matter about the above rules. You can remove these without council approval, no matter what the size, where they're located. So any, for example, any type of willow tree, golden cypress, camphor laurel, that type thing. So the list is here. You can also go to the link to the right, which will take you to the Wikipedia page if you're unsure exactly what the tree looks like. So that can all be found on this summary. So I hope this has been informative. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. If not, best of luck with your tree job.